Hello Sunshiners, I hope you're all okay. I wanted to say a huge welcome to our new subscribers. I'm really grateful that you chose to subscribe to our channel, and I hope you can find something useful while you're here. If you do have any questions, please pop them in the comments and I will get back to you as soon as I can. So today's information is about worry, and people tend to worry about all sorts of things. I was a massive worrier, and I would worry about everything and anything. It didn't matter what it was, I would always worry about it. It would keep me up at night. I wouldn't sleep, I couldn't eat, I'd get myself in a massive stress. I would be really anxious and fidgety, and trying to figure out a way to stop myself from worrying about the thing that was going to happen was really difficult. And then when I met Jason, he was like, well, what are you worrying about? What is the point of you worrying? It isn't going to make it go away, and you could be worrying for absolutely no reason whatsoever, and you're getting yourself all stressed out and all worked up, and it's just a waste of time. So I was going through my little book and I found this, and it says the worry slot. Just get my glasses. Thinking about what could go wrong is useful. It's a way of preparing for the future, but, and this is a massive but, worrying is different. Worrying is repetitive, doesn't get you anywhere, and takes up way too much of your time. When you're worried, feelings are a tad out of control. Try having a worry slot. Believe it or not, you can control the time you spend worrying. So basically, really, that just means having a time in the day when you think, right, I'll worry about you now, I've worried about you, now you can, go away and leave me alone. And it says, stall your worry. When you spot yourself in worry mode, tell yourself that now is not a good time to worry. I'll worry about this later. Then you have to work out when's a good time. So choose a set time in which you can worry away as much as you can. 6 p.m. for 15 minutes, for example. Don't pick another slot that's too close to bedtime. If you pick a time that's you're going to worry about it before you go to bed, that's no good, because you'll just be lying in bed and you'll be thinking about it. It needs to be a time really when you're quite busy, but you can fit it in. So for example, when you're making tea and you think, right, I'm making tea, this is going to take me half an hour, so I'll spend 15 minutes of that worrying about this situation or this thing or whatever it may be that you're worrying about. I'll think about it and then I'm going to let it go. The next bit is to be nice to yourself. When worries resurface, keep reminding yourself this is your worry-free zone and you can worry about it later. So it stops you from, every time you stop and think, you're worrying about it. So if you can say, right, yeah, I acknowledge that you're here, but I'll worry about you later in my worry slot time, it will make a massive difference. For me, I just don't tend to worry about things anymore. If it's going to happen, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. There's no point in worrying. I've spent the massive majority of my life worrying about stuff, and really for no good reason. The next one is show up. Use your designated worry time to worry. It can help to write down anything you are worried about. To try and cement this in, it's best to do this every day for at least a week, and that'll give you it'll give you a process that you then go through every day to do that, and you'll find yourself doing it automatically until you get to a point where you're not really worrying about things at all. And I've got a tip for you. If you feel like you can't wait until your worry slot, try stalling your worries for an hour. If that feels too hard, try stalling it for 10 minutes. If that feels too hard, try stalling it for a minute. Whenever you can manage, you know, whatever time you can manage is fine. Use distractive skills to get yourself through. So, yeah, that's worrying. Massive time stealer. And it'll, you know, give you something to be thinking about, and then it'll give you the worry that comes with it. And it's just not necessarily the same thing. You know, it's just silly, really. And I know people might think, well, yeah, it's easy for you to say because you don't worry anymore. But honestly, I've spent night after night after night sat up worrying about stuff, and it's never even come to fruition. So all that time wasted not sleeping, overthinking, was just not good. So yeah, so that's the section about worrying. If you do have any questions or you need any help, then, you know, I do offer counselling and therapy. I do a lot of CBT therapy, which is cognitive behavioural therapy. I do that quite a lot, and I have different modes that I can use. So whatever it is, however small it might be, just drop me a message. You can private message me if you like, or you can send me an email, whichever suits, and I'll try my best to help. Okay, I'll see you again soon. Bye.